Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
All right, let's. This is part 2, so we'll have Von Nieters kick it off with a small talk. And yes, we decided to break the show up into 2 parts because it was too long. So yeah, what do you got? Wait.
So this morning I had to get gas on my way to work.
Sure.
And it's a little bit of a 2-parter. So ever since COVID, they've had the gloves and the hand sanitizer right there. You know, when you're pumping gas. Do you guys use those?
No.
I do.
They don't have gloves.
You use the glove?
Oh yeah.
But they never fill it. It's empty.
It is usually empty, but this time it wasn't, and I took advantage because I feel like that shit's so nasty.
Yeah.
You don't know who's touching it.
What about a glove? Are you wearing the glove?
Yeah.
Really?
When they don't have hand sanitizer, I use the hand sanitizer.
I just keep the hand sanitizer in the car, so I'm like...
Oh, see, I don't do that.
I do. I keep the Neely one.
Always,
because I'm a girl.
She always picks up the little paper towels, like you can wipe off your window, and then they have the little blue paper towels.
Yeah, the blue
Oh,
paper
see,
towels.
those are always out.
She saves those, and whenever she has to touch anything on the gas pump, she puts the paper towel over her hand, and then she holds the gas pump with the paper towel. So she's never touching anything except the blue paper towels.
So it's basically putting on a glove.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not me. I just touch all the dirt.
You raw dog it. Yeah.
You raw dog it. But that's why you need the hand sanitizer in your car. Put it in the door. You got the little thing in the door. Drop it in the door.
I feel like I'm just building my immunity.
No,
way.
you're not. You're fucking up your immunity. Yeah, you're messing.
You can build your immunity other places.
Don't build it up.
Don't
with
touch
that.
the gas pump.
Yeah, not at the gas
I
station.
touch the gas pump.
No, you don't.
It's not like I'm putting my hands on the floor in the bathroom. I'm just touching the
That'd
pump.
probably be better.
Yeah, it'd probably be
And
better.
I have the app, so I turn the pump on with my phone, and all I have to touch is the handle on the pump.
You turn
It's
the phone
worst
on your
part.
phone.
It's only for like 5 seconds. It's not even that long.
Ah, I don't even know what's going on.
Where did this go?
I don't think that works
I
like
don't
that.
know. Yeah, we don't have to pop any corks because, you know, we've already been drinking. This is a part 2. So what we're going to do next? We're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to finish out this bracket challenge. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
This is Jim Fosnut. I'm your bourbon buddy, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we are finishing a bracket challenge of the best bourbon cocktails.
Yes, we are. Very fun stuff. Very fun stuff. All right. What do we got here? What's our matchup here?
Okay, so we are in the second round of 16 cocktails.
Whoa. Okay.
Right. We have narrowed it down to the Old Fashioned,
Yep.
the Mint Julep,
Yep.
the Kentucky Mule,
Yeah.
the Whiskey Sour,
Yep.
Sidecar,
Yeah.
Whiskey and Coke,
Okay.
Highball,
Yep.
and the Sazerac.
Okay. I know what I want to win. I've got one I want to win out of all those. So we'll see what happens.
Even
See
with
if I can-
eggnog out?
See if I can. We'll see if I can will this thing to victory.
He's going to try and bring eggnog back somehow.
Are you bringing eggnog back?
Eggnog is very
Right.
good. Such a part of the holiday season. It should be in here, but people. There was jackassery in part 1. Go back to part 1 and you'll see.
Jackassery.
There was no
Steve, you
jackassery.
have so much editing to do. This is crazy.
Oh yeah.
So
Can I do
just
this?
want to line out the lineup. Line out
Okay.
the lineup. In the first round, Old Fashioned is going to take on the Sidecar. In the
Okay.
second round, Mint Julep is going to take on Whiskey Coke.
Okay.
Third round is Kentucky Mule versus the Highball.
Okay.
And then we have the Whiskey Sour versus the Sazerac.
All right. That's a tough
Okay.
matchup. Tough matchup there. All right.
And in this round, we are starting with Lori.
Okay.
Old Fashioned versus the Sidecar.
All right. Laura, this is very easy. Let's see if you get it right. Here we
I'm
go.
gonna go old fashioned.
Okay. Good job, Lori.
Can I say on the ABV network?
Okay.
She's just fighting for her spot not to get out of here.
Lori would like to vote for the eggnog.
And she's voting for
I
herself.
take it all back.
Yeah. She wants the eggnog back. Yeah. She wants to be on the
Okay.
shows. Yeah. Okay.
I'm next, and I also am going to vote for the Old Fashioned.
Old fashioned. Up 2-zip.
McNew, are you going to close it out, or are you going to give Sidecar life in the game?
I'm absolutely closing this out. I think the Old Fashioned is the classic bourbon cocktail.
Okay. Okay.
Like, even when they're bad, they're still okay.
I think it is.
Exactly.
I think the old fashioned is the leader. That's according to Las Vegas odds, that would be the one favorite, I would think,
Yeah.
going into this thing. We'll see what happens.
Steve is
So this
saying
one-
Old Fashioned for the win, and yet he did not have a vote. So please do not let that sway your opinions.
Correct. Yeah.
We are going to move on to the next round, Mint Julep versus Whiskey Coke. And
Okay.
in this round, I start. I didn't get a vote in the last round, I think, on the Whiskey Coke.
Okay.
It's, you know what? I don't know. I just feel like the mint julep is a little bit classier. It's got a little bit more complexity. Whiskey Coke is something you can get anywhere by anyone. And I probably have more of those, but a mint julep is a fresh treat.
Okay.
I'm giving it a vote. McNew, you are next.
Mint julep.
So I really do like both of these, but if you go to a dive bar or a concert, nobody can fuck up a whiskey Coke, right? It's a whiskey and Coke. It's zero effort. It's very easy.
What if they give you Pepsi?
No, Pepsi buckets.
That's not an option. This is whiskey Coke.
Not an option. It's whiskey Coke. But
That's an example of fucking it up then.
mint julep takes a little bit of a skill, so I do consider it more of a cocktail. So I'm going to go mint julep as well.
Ooh.
Oh.
Taking us for
Your
a
lead up
spin
did
around
not
the park
insinuate
and
that.
voting the mint julep. Steve Agley.
Yeah. Goodbye, bourbon and Coke. Mint julep. Heck yeah.
Goodbye,
Real
bourbon.
cocktail.
and
It's a
Coke.
real cocktail. Yeah.
All right. Next round, we've got the Kentucky Mule. This is hard. Kentucky Mule and the Highball. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure McNew is first.
Okay.
Ooh, I enjoy both of these. Highball, I'm going to put in the same category as whiskey and Coke, where it's too easy. You can throw fucking anything in that. Nobody can mess that up. I'm going to go with the Mule, Kentucky Mule.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
I don't
means
have-
Steve is up.
I don't have the ginger ale and stuff like that on hand usually, or the 7-Up or whatever you're making your highballs with. I do have
You
the
need a
mule
ginger
ingredient.
beer for a Kentucky Mule.
Yeah, ginger beer.
Yeah, I got that because the warden likes the Kentucky Mule.
Mm.
And I like the super cold. I like it has the special glass that keeps it super cold.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Kentucky Mule. I like it. The Kentucky Mule's cool. I'm going
All
Kentucky Mule.
right. Von Nieters, you can either give Highball life in the game, or you can close it out with Kentucky Mule.
I enjoy both of these, but I think what I enjoy more of, just because it's easier and I usually have all the ingredients, I'm going to go Highball and give it a little life in this.
Ooh, giving Highball life in the game.
Yeah.
Lori, are you closing it out with a mule or giving Highball a tie?
I am going to close it out with the mule.
The Mule. Nice.
Kentucky Mule moves on.
Cool.
We can say goodbye to the Highball.
We talk about how easy it is to make a highball. I tried to order a highball at a wedding recently, and the bartender goes, "What's that?"
Oh,
I'm like,
No.
it's
like a bourbon
Are
and
you kidding
Coke,
me?
but a bourbon with a white soda.
yeah. I was like, just give me some whiskey and a little bit of ginger ale. Like,
Really,
what are
any
you doing?
sort of white soda works, and it can be called a highball.
Yeah.
Even ginger beer. If you had ginger beer and you put it with that, you'd be like, these two
Yeah.
ingredients. Here's a highball.
Yeah.
About anything goes for a highball. Yeah.
The weirdest part was too is they served High West. He goes, you want a High West? I go, no, I want a highball, the cocktail.
give me like your Jim Beam White and some Coke or a ginger ale. Like,
Here's the
Yeah.
here's the problem. If the RTDs or White Claw made a highball, he would know what you were talking about.
That's probably true.
no.
Yeah.
So here's also the thing with weddings: you don't get like peak bartenders.
This is true.
Well, that's the problem. It was a really nice wedding. Like that, they paid a lot of money, and I don't know. It was weird.
So my cousin's wedding was like that, and their top shelf was like Crown Royal and
Oh,
Buffalo
God.
Trace.
Crown Royal. Terrible.
Yeah. So
Your husband was happy.
I was not
Yeah.
mad.
Chris was like, this is high end. Look at this. Look at this. This is crazy.
Did they have it in peach?
They were snow, but no. So like, I
They only had cinnamon toast crunch tacos, so that would be great.
Bartenders, just to
Okay.
say. No offense to them. They make bank.
Other than James Such. He was a wedding bartender who was just amazing. So, yeah.
No, well, yeah. There you
He's
go.
just an amazing
made me a
bartender in
cocktail,
general.
and it was a fantastic
Oh, yeah.
cocktail.
Room 7. Yeah. He's at Bardstown Motor Lodge. He's at room 7. Yeah. Seek
Yep.
him out. He'll make you a cocktail. That
All
was
right,
great.
we're moving on to round 5 or
Okay.
4. Sorry. Whiskey Sour versus the Sazerac.
Okay.
Both classics. I think
Yeah.
it might be tough.
This is a tough one. I think
Steve,
this is
you're up first.
this is the matchup of the evening. I think this is really a tough one. I think the Sazerac is ultimately one of the all-time great cocktails. But that being said, I feel like it's probably best served with a rye, which is not a bourbon. And I feel like the ultimate bourbon cocktail we're looking for, and I think the whiskey sour falls under that. The versatility of the frozen versus the regular. I love the whiskey sour. I think that there's more bad ones than good ones, but if you find a good one, that's the place you want to be. And I'm going whiskey sour.
Von Nieters?
So originally, my answer was different until Steve just explained that a Sazerac is definitely better with a rye, and I agree with that. So I'm going to go whiskey sour as well. I think that little side note swayed me.
Yeah, you could make them with bourbon, but I'm telling you, they're better.
It's not
with
the
rye.
same.
They're
Yeah,
better
it's
with
not the
rye
same.
whiskey. Yeah.
Right. Very good point.
So we are coming down to Lori. Are you going to give Sazerac, your New Orleans home, life in this game? Or
You're home
are
away
you
from home.
going
Yeah.
to vote for the whiskey sour and send it on?
You know, I think that because it's more accessible as well, that I'm going to vote for the whiskey sour.
Ooh, and we've closed out whiskey sour.
Nice.
We have our 2 matchups of the night.
Final four.
Final 4. Old Fashioned versus the Mint Julep. Kentucky
that's-
Mule is going against the whiskey sour.
Okay.
First up in this round is Von Nieters.
We're talking mint julep and old fashioned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Old Fashioned versus the Mint Julep.
That's a difficult one. I love both of these drinks, and I drink both of them very often.
Yeah.
Wow. I think I'm gonna go out of the ordinary because I feel like you guys are all gonna vote the other way. I'm gonna go mint julep.
That is 1 for Mint Julep. Lori, are you going to ride the Von Nieters train, or are you going to go with what he thinks everyone else is going to vote for?
I'm going to level it up and go old fashioned. But that's mostly because I really only drink a mint julep during Derby season, like at the track. It's not something that I ever think about ordering elsewhere. So I'm going to go old fashioned.
Nice. I'm next. I'm going to give Old Fashioned another vote because it's something I will order more often than the Mint Julep. McNew, are you going to close it out or give Mint Julep life in the game and let Steve decide?
I really do love both of these, but I do think mint juleps should be reserved for Derby season. They're a seasonal drink, so I'm going to go with that.
And Steve is locked out, sending Old Fashioned to the finals.
Yeah. I'd have gone mint julep. I feel like the mint julep, I think, might have a place as a breakfast cocktail. We got the Bloody Mary. You know, we've got some other ones like screwdrivers. They got the orange juice.
Tequila
Kentucky
sunrise.
75s. Yeah.
I've not explored
Tequila
it
sunrise. Yeah.
breakfast. This could be good.
Should be.
My life.
If someone starts presenting that at their place as a breakfast cocktail, the mint julep will go crazy. And that's originally that's how it was utilized. So you think about farmers. Farmers were the ones that were drinking mint juleps, and they did it because they worked hard out in the field. They were sore, and it's a way to take the edge off that soreness of work. And you kind of get one. It's refreshing. You drink it in the morning. It's kind of your breakfast thing, just to kind of take the edge off. So I'd like to see it go back to that, and then it can get beyond just where it's at now, which is, like I said, normally just Derby season. But we'll see.
Yeah, I think it should be drank all the time, not just Derby season.
On top.
Yeah, but it's gone now. It's gone.
But I mean, against the old fashioned though, the old fashioned is the old.
Old fashioned is the classic. It's the favorite. Vegas said it's our favorite in this contest, so we'll see.
So, sorry, Mint Julep. We're moving on, and the last pairing is Kentucky Mule versus Whiskey Sour.
Okay. Who's up first?
Von Nieters is up first.
Okay, Von Nieters.
Kentucky Mule.
Didn't we already do
Whiskey
this?
Sour.
Didn't we already do Kentucky Mule Whiskey Sour?
No,
Mm-mm.
No.
only in your mind. Only in your
Yeah,
mind.
I'm having
We
deja
did
vu.
Kentucky Mule versus Highball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Whiskey Sour.
Whiskey Sour goes up 1-0.
Von Nieters makes the correct choice. Lori, what choice are you going to make?
I'd like to make the incorrect choice, Kathy.
Oh,
I love
it
this
better.
KK Steve.
I want a mule.
mule.
Okay.
KK Steve strength.
Well, next is me. I'm picking the Whiskey Sour. McNew, are you going to give Kentucky Mule life in the game, or are you going to close it out for Whiskey Sour?
Kentucky Mule.
Oh, this
We're tied
brings
up.
us to Steve Akeley.
Heck yeah. It is the Whiskey Sour. Yes. Underrated. Should be the number one in this this contest, I think. So, yes, we'll see what happens, though.
Oh, folks, here is our final matchup. The Old Fashioned versus the Whiskey Sour. I don't know that we've ever had a matchup like this ever.
Yes.
Ever.
This is one for the books.
Yeah.
In this round, we start with Lori.
Okay. The most versatile cocktail in bourbon versus
Steve?
Steve. The most overhyped one.
I'm Steve.
Okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Lori.
KK Steve strength in the house.
Yeah. Do the right thing, Lori.
This is genuinely hard.
Sure.
It really is.
Yeah.
These are two.
Being a
probably
pioneer is not
the
easy.
most popular whiskey cocktails across the nation.
Yeah. Lori's
Okay.
gonna try.
With the vote being stipulated that they are making it right and not using a mix, I will go sour.
Okay.
Okay.
Whiskey Sour.
Nothing
Nice.
from you, Steve.
Okay.
I'm
Interesting.
running the bracket.
Interesting.
If only she was the host, she would mute you throughout the whole voting.
know.
She can't, though. She can't.
Here's what's very interesting. My vote is next.
Okay.
And it means nothing, but I am also voting for the Whiskey Sour.
Oh.
I'm passing it to McNew, who could eliminate Steve's vote and Von Nieters' vote by putting the Whiskey Sour through, or she can give Steve a vote if she chooses the Old Fashioned, and Von Nieters would then become the tiebreaker.
Man, whiskey sours are on my list of things that can go fuck themselves. So old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
So what we have done is either Steve's going to close it out with the Whiskey Sour. He's going to give Old Fashioned life in the game and let Von Nieters say something.
Yes. I'm a big Von Nieters fan. Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. The guy kind of feels like the son I never had. He's the same age as my daughter. I have a great affinity for Von Nieters. That being said, I don't want to put this in his hands. He may do the wrong thing, and I'm going to end this thing with the Whiskey Sour. The Whiskey Sour is the best cocktail in bourbon. It's underrated. It's often done wrong, but when done right, and again, the flexibility of a frozen versus regular, it's the Whiskey Sour. Folks, Whiskey Sour is our champion. Hey, the best cocktail in bourbon, the Whiskey Sour.
I'm downvoting doing this show. I feel like Von Nieters.
Oh,
guy.
oh.
I'm
Von
with
Nieters?
you, McNew.
Yeah,
I'm with
good.
you, McNew.
that's good. I'm glad I didn't put it in Von Nieters' hands. I had to take it from him.
After I appreciate everything you just said, Steve, but
As any good father will do. Well, you gotta, you can't leave it in the hands of the kid. I had to step in, and I did the right thing. I did the
Thanks,
right
Dad.
thing and voted the right way. I voted the right way and made things happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
You know,
Yeah,
you have to put Von Nieters in the will now. It's not just Cat.
It's
Who
Von
gets-
Nieters and Cat.
Who gets the Edward Lee knife?
He's already.
yours
I think
or
he ordered
Kat?
one. I guess.
Oh yeah, she can have the Edward Lee knife. I'll just take the whiskey because she
The
doesn't
whiskey.
drink whiskey.
That's true. She doesn't
There
drink
you
whiskey.
go.
Oh, wow,
Be
interesting.
happy with that.
It's a good
It's not
balance.
a bad deal. It's not a bad deal. I've been working on that. I have to work. Maybe I'll put Von Nieters in the will. Everybody gets a bottle. I'm designating who gets bottles. So yes, and how good of a friends we are it depends on how good the bottle is. So yeah, I mean everyone might get one, but might be like, oh, you get a Evan Williams, 100 proof. You show up to this event assuming you're going to get like a Booker's Rye or something. Oh yeah, this is what you got. Yeah, I'm dead. It's going to be on the warden.
I feel like
to handle
it's
that
gonna be
out.
a weird face-off between Von Nieters and Darren. Like they are the sons you never had.
This is true. This is true. Darren is a great guy. So
And you know
yes.
what? At the end of the day, me and Darren are going to share the bottles we get together with each other anyway. 'cause-
Anyway,
This is true.
right?
Yeah, I mean,
That's true. There you go. Fair
me
enough.
and Darren are already brothers.
There you go. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Von Nieters, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me being Steve Akeley's son and on Instagram at Von Nieters.
Nice.
There you go. There you go. Lori, how about you?
Y'all can find me online on Instagram at Spirited Curves.
Well, one of our nicest people in the network, by the way, Lori. Right there.
Aw.
Yeah.
I did
Agree.
get 2 hugs from Becca Sue on the dinner train.
Yeah, there
You're
you go.
dressed
Two hugs. Okay.
I saw the photos. You
Yeah,
look so-
Lori's only exceeded by the Robinsons. Yeah, the Robinsons are by far the nicest people on the
They
network.
are super nice.
They're just good people. So yes, they're the ultimate. They're the standard by which others are measured, and they're the only normal people. Even Lori, I wouldn't say is normal.
It's true. I'm not.
None of us are normal. I'm not normal. None of us are normal people other than the Robinsons. They're the normal people. Yeah. If somebody's like, show me an example of who's an ABV network person, I'd be like, oh, the Robinsons. It's just like they just represent of who we are. Yeah. And they'll be like, oh,
Yeah,
these are
we're very
good people. These are good people.
Shout out to Neil after his terrible review.
I thought it was real. I don't understand how people think that was real. It was the most ridiculous thing. Like he would put that out there.
First of all,
I mean,
he
it was
would
a
never
funny
give
incident.
anyone a 1-star.
Oh my
review.
gosh, no.
Yeah, he's not giving anyone a 1-star
No,
review.
he'd
No one.
literally just keep that to himself, but tell us not to go there privately.
Right. Yeah. Neil, he's just a great dude for sure. For sure. Again, I would assume if you asked Neil what he thinks about me, he was like, oh, he's a good guy. He's my contemporary. To me, I look up to that guy. Like I look up to a father. I have that same type of relationship I just talked about Von Nieters and me. I feel like that way with Neil. He's not that much older than me, but I just feel like he's a good role model, a good person to have in your life, kind of a stable sense. And him and Melanie are just kind of good people to have around.
I'm so freaking.
Did you just make them my grandparents?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yes.
Congrats
So-
on your grandparents.
What
That's
I wanted-
awesome.
They're
That
grandparents.
is awesome.
What I wanted to ask Steve after last weekend was they were voted the super fans in the initial round.
Yes.
And then we had a second round.
Yes.
Has there been a third round of super fans?
There's been a third round, but there hasn't been a fourth round. We're due for the fourth round. So yeah, we've had Rick Brenner and Danny go in as super fans. We need to do a fourth round. We just haven't. I don't know.
Okay.
I get sidetracked. I never do shit I'm
And
supposed
that's
to be
fine
doing.
because how
That's
do you
fair. You're
Mm-hmm.
compare
busy.
to the Robinsons, the Legend, and Danny?
Yeah.
The emo.
Yes. Yeah. Those
It might
are.
need to be.
That's the cornerstones of the ABV network right there. So, the unfortunate passing of 2 of the individuals, I mean, but, it doesn't mean they shouldn't always be remembered as super fans. It's sad that they're not here.
Yeah.
Sad that they're not here. I mean, it really is. Life's not fair. And that's certainly one of the lessons that we'll
Sorry.
always take is it's just not a fair situation.
Yeah.
Is it KK's turn, Lord?
It is. So you can find me basking in the love of the Robinsons every time I'm around them,
Aw.
or on Instagram at KK Castring.
All right, McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, that thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Come by and see me. I'm available, ABV Barrel Shop. I'm typically there Thursday through Saturday. If you want to see me in person, that's when I'm going to be at the shop. Darren's going to be there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But if you want to come and hang out with me at the bar, that's when I'm going to be there Sunday or Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to be there. Just show up. That's the first step. First step, just show up. And of course, check out our online events at bourbonpalooza.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the Network.
Great job today, gang. Finance will have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
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 Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.